Chapter 2. Soon after the Enlightenment. A Paean of Joy. Udana Gata, Dhammapada VV. 153, 154. Through many a birth in samsara wandered I, seeking, but not finding, the builder of this house. Sorrowful is repeated birth. O house builder, thou art seen. Thou shalt build no house again, all thy rafters are broken, thy ridge-pole is shattered. The mind attains the unconditioned. Achieved is the end of craving. The 7 weeks after the Enlightenment. On the auspicious day preceding the Enlightenment, the Bodhisattva ate some milk porridge offered by a generous lady named Sujata. After the Enlightenment for 7 weeks the Buddha fasted, and spent his time under the Bodhi tree and in its neighborhood. The whole of the first week the Buddha sat under the Bodhi tree in one posture, experiencing the bliss of emancipation, vimutti sukha. At the end of the 7 days the Buddha emerged from that state of concentration, and in the first watch of the nights thoroughly reflected on dependent arising, paticca samuppada. In direct order thus, when this cause exists, this effect is, with the arising of this cause, this effect arises. In the middle watch of the night the Buddha thoroughly reflected on dependent arising, in reverse order thus, when this cause does not exist, this effect is not. With the cessation of this cause, this effect ceases. In the third watch of the night the Buddha reflected on dependent arising, in direct and reverse order thus, when this cause exists, this effect is. With the arising of this cause, this effect arises. When this cause does not exist this effect is not. With the cessation of this cause, this effect ceases. Throughout the second week, as a mark of gratitude to the Bodhi tree that sheltered him during his struggle for enlightenment, the Buddha stood gazing at it with motionless eyes. During the third week the Buddha paced up and down on a jeweled promenade, Ratana Chunkamana near the Bodhi tree. The fourth week he spent in a jeweled chamber, Ratanaghara meditating on the Abhidhamma. During the fifth week he dwelt under the Ajapala banyan tree in the vicinity of the Bodhi tree. Here the Buddha sat in one posture for 7 days enjoying this bliss of emancipation. When he emerged from that state of concentration, a certain conceited Brahmin approached the Buddha and questioned him thus, "In what respect, O Venerable Gautama, does one become a Brahmin? And what are the conditions that make a Brahmin?" Then the Blessed One uttered this paean of joy. That Brahmin who has discarded evil, without conceit, huhanka, free from defilements, self-controlled, versed in knowledge, who has led the holy life, rightly would call himself a Brahmin. For him there is no elation anywhere in this world. According to the Jataka commentary it was during his stay at the foot of this tree that the 3 daughters of Mara, Tanna, Arati, and Raga came to tempt the Buddha. From the Ajapala banyan tree the Buddha proceeded to the Muchalinda tree where he spent the 6th week. Here, too, the Buddha sat for 7 days enjoying the bliss of emancipation. At that time there arose an unexpected great shower. Rain and gloomy weather with cold winds prevailed for 7 days. Thereupon Muchalinda, the Serpent King, came out of his abode and coiling round the body of the Blessed One 7 times. Remained keeping his large hood over the head of the Blessed One so that the Blessed One may not be touched by cold, heat, gadflies, gnats, wind, sun or reptiles. At the close of 7 days Muchalinda, seeing the clear, cloudless sky, uncoiled himself from around the body of the Blessed One, and leaving his own form, took the guise of a young man. And stood in front of the Blessed One with joined hands. Thereupon the Buddha uttered this paean of joy. Happy is seclusion to him who is contented, to him who has heard the truth, and to him who sees. Happy is goodwill in this world, and so is restraint towards all beings. Happy in this world is non-attachment, the passing beyond sense desires. The suppression of the I am conceit is indeed the highest happiness. The 7th week the Buddha spent at the Rajayatana tree. Here too the Buddha sat in one posture for 7 days enjoying the bliss of emancipation. The first 2 converts. At that time 2 merchants, Tapasu and Balaka, from Ukala, Orissa, were traveling to their native town. Then a Devatha, who was a blood relative of these 2 merchants, spoke to them as follows. The Blessed One, good sirs, is dwelling at the foot of the Rajayatana tree, soon after his enlightenment. Go and serve the Blessed One with flour and honeycomb. It will conduce to your well-being and happiness for a long time. Thereupon the 2 merchants, Tapasu and Balaka, took with them flour and honeycomb, and approaching the Buddha, said, O Lord, may the Blessed One accept this flour and honeycomb so that it may long tend to our well-being and happiness. Then it occurred to the Blessed One, the Tathagatas do not accept food with their hands. How shall I accept this flour and honeycomb? Forthwith the tall great kings understood the thoughts of the Blessed One and from the 4 directions offered him 4 stone bowls, saying, O Lord, may the Blessed One accept in these the flour and honeycomb. The Blessed One accepted the new bowls, received the flour and honeycomb in them, and ate thereof. When the Buddha finished his meal, the 2 merchants prostrated themselves before his feet and said, We, O Lord, seek refuge in the Buddha and the Dharma. May the Blessed One treat us as lay disciples who have sought refuge from today till death. They were the first disciples who took the 2-fold formula.